So this Goddess Oracle deck is what I'm going to review and show you. Okay, the Goddess Oracle. Hey, namaste goddesses, it's Yogini Kala, and I'm so glad you're here. As usual, I'm very, very grateful for you to be here. I asked a couple videos ago what you were interested in, and some of you guys, many more of you need to respond. Don't let 2 or 3 people kind of determine what happens. But a lot of you were interested in some books, like a review of goddess books. Sorry, my tongue is apparently not working well today. So what I decided to do though is, because I have this and I've been using this for a while, is to do a review of the Goddess Oracle. Here it is. Hold it up so you can see it. And it is A Way to Wholeness Through the Goddess and Ritual by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. And it's illustrated by Rhiannon. I just wanted to do a review of that in case you're interested in a deck for your own divination and looking within. Okay, so you can see it's a pretty thick book, okay, that comes with it, the guidebook. This is the back, okay, and let me tell you how many pages it is. It's 180 pages. So again, I'm just going to open up and hold it up for you. See, I don't know if it, just so you can see, like that's the start of one page, then it goes to another. Most cards, you guys, each card gets about 3 pages. So there's a lot of information. And there's also a guided contemplation, meditation, whatever you'd want to call it. So this Goddess Oracle deck is what I'm going to review and show you. Okay, the Goddess Oracle. But it is a classic. Of course, as I start to record, my radiators crank on. They were not on before. It was completely quiet, little noise outside because they're doing construction. I'm just going to hold up the Goddess Oracle. Okay, Pele. I'm just going to hold it up for you so you can see some of the images, and then I will set it down. So follow along with me, get a cup of tea, pause the video. I hope you're doing well, Goddess. I'm just going to hold this up. Bridget. I like this deck. Morgan Le Fay. I like this deck. Let me hold it back. This Goddess Oracle deck because it is very diverse, I would say. Meaning it covers Europe, Asia, African goddesses. But since it covers the whole world, it's not... does that make sense? So it's very diverse, so it's not going to have every goddess in a particular pantheon. So again, I'm just holding up so you can see if you like the artwork. So this thing, what's odd, you guys, is I never get some of these cards. Like, I literally have never gotten this card. I've had this deck for about 3 years. Okay, so for those of you who are working with your intuition and working with your inner guidance, this can be a great goddess deck. Let's see. Okay, here is Yemaya. In this deck, they put her under surrender. Okay, really pretty imagery. I hope you can see it. Here. Again, I'm just going from the top. I'm going to shuffle. As an artist, I think the images are pretty. They're not a style I would do, but I think she does a very nice job within her style. Her style is very sort of gentle and loose, if that makes sense. Here, you can kind of see what I mean here. This is Vila. It's about shape-shifting. Okay, you can see what I mean by her drawing style is sort of light. The colors are very sort of gentle and delicate. So these are goddesses that come from many, many civilizations. Artemis, okay, and they put her under selfhood, right? So very, very light, delicate. I don't know if you can really see it. I mean, and most of you aren't artists, but her style, so it's realistic, but there's a very light touch to it as well. Let's just keep going. I'm not going to show you every card, but just to give you an idea. Bast, Egyptian goddess, very different. They actually portray her as this sort of smiling cat. So just get a sense of what you think, right? It's really hard to see Lakshmi. the Hindu goddess, the Vedic goddess of abundance. Now, every pantheon has a goddess that represents abundance, but this is their image of Lakshmi. What I like is that she's a little more mature in her depiction here than typically. Let's see, I'll hold this one up and then I'll see. Okay, Native American, corn woman. Corn woman, I actually think this is also quite lovely. Let me turn this just a little. Can you guys see that? So it really does cover the whole world, and I have a diverse audience, and I like to see, you know, all the different traditions, okay? I'm not just interested in one tradition. I have particular goddess energies that I work with, but this is a good deck for those of you who really want to cover the entire span of human history and where the goddess fits in. Hathor, they put her with pleasure. Of course, there's much, you know, there's a lot to Hathor, but each goddess, they sort of highlight an element. Ancient. Let's keep going. Rhiannon. I believe she's Welsh originally, which I find interesting because I think Rhianna's name derives from Rhiannon. Very magical goddess, linked with horses. So there are many. Tara, who is really considered a bodhisattva in the Buddhist tradition. And there are many, she comes in various colors representing her qualities. Tell you how many cards there are. There are 52. Okay, there are 52 goddess cards. So check this deck out. Let me know if you have this deck or if there is one you would also recommend. Sophia for wisdom. Sulis, Baba Yaga. Believe she is Eastern European. Baba Yaga. Freya. Okay. A strong aspect of Freya is our sensuality. Lady of the Beasts. I also like that in terms of diversity, as I mentioned, in one sense, they do depict women who are mature. Some of the images, it's a very young goddess or, you know, in the mother stage, and some are in the crone or wise woman stage. So I really quite like that. Let me know what you think of that, because a lot of decks are not so diverse. Gosh, I can't even pronounce this goddess. Gailebdidis. And she's shown within the forest, and she's holding up basically a pool that would be a stream or lake. Changing woman, also I believe is a Native American. In specific tribes, not all tribes have changing woman. So this deck is just really beautiful if you want to learn about the different goddesses. Oya, African goddess, they have her under change. You guys, I put my glasses on because as I was ending the video, I thought it might be helpful for you to have a sense, you know, before you purchase this. So I randomly picked a card and the Oya card came up, okay? So what I'm going to do is read you so you have a sense of the information they give you, right? Because you know how each book and each deck is a little bit different. So it starts with a poem for Oya, and it's a poem about change. You can see it's about that long, so I'm not going to read that. And then they give you some information, or what they call the mythology, on the goddess. Then they give you the meaning of the card. Then they give you a ritual suggestion. So I'm going to read you that because some of you may be interested in, because that is something that kind of sets this deck, makes it a little different. So they help you find a time and place where you won't be disturbed, yada, yada, yada. And then they have you picture that you're walking on a path, and they describe it in detail. And then allow yourself to experience the swirling of the winds as your vision clears. So they're basically bringing you to an interaction to connect with this goddess. You call Oya and she comes. She scoops you up in a powerful embrace and she asks you why you've come. You ask her, what can I do to enlist change as my ally? Because they're focusing on that aspect of the goddess. And she answers. Okay, envision the answer clearly in your mind. So they're really working with you, going within and coming up with the answer. They're not giving you the answer here. That's why it is a meditation and really a contemplation. So she answers. You envision the answer clearly in your mind, and then you thank her for her help. She asks you for a gift, and you give it to her with gratitude and an open heart. Oya embraces you again and vanishes. Now it's time for you to return, and then you slowly and carefully, you're climbing up. Oh no, actually, you're down, 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 feeling calm and refreshed. And they're sort of, you know, helping you come back and feel renewed. You feel a sense of peace. It takes you down, and the path takes you up. As you feel more and more awake, you take a deep breath and you release slowly. And so a lot of the journeys are like that. You basically go meet with the goddess in your imagination, in that imaginal space, and then you ask for advice. Or sometimes there is a very simple ritual, like if it's letting go, they might, one of the goddesses, they had you write something down and then, you know, throw it out, burn it, or discard it. Again, on whatever level you take that, working with the mind and working with the energies. So I'm probably mispronouncing Oya. I'm sorry. There are, like I said, 52 goddesses in here. I may be mispronouncing her name, but just wanted to show you the card and give beautiful imagery. I would recommend it. I would give it like 3.5 out of 4 stars, just in showing a range of age, a range of cultures, and a range even of time spans. And before I close, guys, I just want you to know the Goddess Group Coaching is closing this Friday. It is going to be a beautiful program. It's just 4 weeks. The link is below. I know that I can help you, and I know this group of goddesses that will be in it will be very supportive, high vibe women. So I just encourage you to think about joining. Don't be afraid if you've never gotten coaching. And it's really time to just drop the strong woman, I can do everything myself routine. Okay, you want to make 2020 different. I'm filming this at the end of 2019. 2020 will only be different if you do something different. Okay, so I look forward to working with you and guiding you, and you having this small group that you will get to know well and privately, and that way I can also help you more one-on-one as opposed to the general information that is shared in the videos. So anyway, hope this was helpful, guys, so you really have a sense of this deck. Let me know if you're going to get it, or if you have another recommendation of a goddess oracle deck that you enjoy. Check it out. I'll put a link on Amazon. So much love. Namaste. Bye-bye.